Ooh.
Yeah.
Uh. Uh.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nutty and Cash,
Huh? Huh?
huh. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nutty and Cash, yeah.
Mm,
Another show. Nutty and Cash, yeah. On your hope. Nutty and Cash. Going fast. Have a blast. Nutty and Cash. I'm on your ass. Yeah. Yeah. It's the retro. Nutty and Cash, it's another show. Huh. Huh. Yeah, what's the deal? Always gotta keep it real. Mine on a meal. Yeah. On another meal. That's eating. And I'm talking about the cash. Nutty and Cash. That's the show. And you know, you a hoe. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, 2 times. Hey, man, we back at it, know what I'm saying? We live with it, man, with the Nutty and Cash show. What's happening, Retro?
What's happening, man? Nutty and Cash Show, episode 18.
Absolutely,
You know
man.
what
Welcome
I'm
back,
saying?
welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. What's happening?
Yeah, man. Nutty and Cash Show. We getting into it. Another, we get to it when things be happening. You know what I mean? It's been some. It's pretty much been the same type of news cycle in the past month or so. You know
Hey,
what I'm
man,
saying?
let the world do what it's doing and then talk about what's going
This shit
down.
lit. But let's get into the music though, man. Shit, what you been listening to? You know what I'm saying?
Always,
Recently.
Man, you spent the new record in the mix, man. That OTB Fast Lane Look Like Money. And
Yeah.
I really been diving on that man, NBA YoungBoy at 3800 degrees. I ain't checked the new
Still
one
been
yet.
on that young boy.
Man, hey man, it kind of got me. Dog. I
Got
ain't
caught
gonna
up
lie.
in the
Man, I'm
wave.
up in it right now. I'm knee deep in it right now.
You can't deny.
Hey man, that chopper on my shoulder, man, that shit crazy. And then know what I'm saying, jamming a few of the new records off of that 21 Savage and that Drake joint, man. I'm still giving that some listens, man. Man, that I would say this, man. That nigga, I ain't gonna say he ain't name drop, but he shot a whole lot of shots. That's for sure.
Yeah. I've been on the same kind of way too. Shit, I was listening to a lot of people drop. You know what I mean? So I've been skimming through.
Right.
Different people. My Detroit niggas, Baby Tron. He dropped.
Yup.
And my boy Duke Deuce, he dropped.
Amen.
Who else? I've been listening to Money Man, cause he dropped some. That's probably like my favorite rapper right now.
You know, I
Money
seen
Man.
that. Nah, Money Man be hitting, bro. You know what I'm saying? He on a different way, dog. I like his way, bro. Like, he really be educating niggas on really how to go get the bag, dog.
This nigga educate you while he telling you how much broker you are than him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Which I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? That Money Man. What else? Hold on.
Did you jam the Baby's new album? That Baby on Baby 2?
Nah, I didn't even know he dropped. Honestly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It dropped a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
I seen
okay.
it, man. Sorry, Kinfolk, man. I'm finna get up on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch that. And then, you know what I'm saying? The Kinfolk, man, Johnny Coco, you know what I'm saying? Been dropping quite a bit lately, too. You know what I'm saying? He got a couple new records, you know what I'm saying? That's on the way. That Freebird is flying.
Yeah, Johnny Coco, the bro. You know what I'm saying? The fam.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, and actually a lot of niggas drop, but the Drake and 21, yeah, I've been skimming through that.
Yeah, it's trending, man. It's trending. It's trending.
I'm fucking with it. I ain't gonna lie, it's a nice little vibe.
Nah, it is though, man. It's trending, man. He's live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the man. Shout out to the man.
Is Drake the best rapper ever, nigga? Like, this nigga just dropped the album, you know what I'm saying, a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? And he still riding the wave of his own shit.
Absolutely. He's a great entertainer. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest entertainers of all time, man. And the man do, you know what I'm saying, create some hits. He got a gang of hits. You know what I'm saying?
He consistent, bro. Like, you can't
Absolutely.
even, your favorite rapper, you know what I'm saying, your favorite artist, not that they not dropping quick too. It's just like Dre, he stayed, you know what I'm saying?
He stay consistent in the mix.
He stay on the wave. That's why I think like he really is a fan of the music. You know what I'm saying? And, man, I'm fucking with it. He's dropping some names. Got the timeline lit.
Facts. Absolutely. Everybody Instagram, know what I'm saying, cracking, know what I'm saying, revolving around this new Drake and 21 Savage album.
I seen it. He was beefing. He said something about Dram. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Dram talking up. Yeah,
Man, him, you know what I'm saying, man. Serena Williams' husband. I was like, oh
yeah.
man, dog, this nigga's going in.
But really he giving you publicity.
Low
You know
key
what I'm
giving you
saying?
props
Like,
if he mention
you
you.
know what I'm saying? He mentioned you, and them niggas is trending. You know what I'm saying? And now
Facts.
they like Dram. He like, yeah, I got a new album drop. You know what I'm saying? He addressed the shit, but he was like, yeah, my new album dropping too. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
can't even really be mad at him.
Free promo.
Bruh. I don't know, man. Shit crazy though, but yeah, I'm checking that out. But I guess we'll get into the times of what's going on. We ain't really dropped an episode, you know, like in the last week or so, because the news cycle's just been filled with the same
thing.
topics,
same
man.
thing,
You know what I'm saying?
thing.
Kanye
Give it to you when it's something worth talking about.
or Ye, you know what I'm saying? The artist formerly known as Kanye.
Kanye West.
You know what I'm saying? It's the artist named Ye. You know what I'm saying? He been killing the news cycle, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you always have a platform here.
They can't cancel him. You know what I'm saying?
You can't, man.
I know they mad because it's like the mediums have been created, you know, as far as the internet and stuff, where
Absolutely.
it's like it's a free for all. So it's kind of hard to cancel people. You can cancel them corporately. You know what I'm saying? But you
That's
still
about
got
it, but
YouTube. You're going to have to shut YouTube off.
You can't. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta turn the whole internet off to get rid of it.
Because
sure.
everybody got their own, you know, platforms and stuff like that. And
Absolutely.
for a damn sure, they going to let you get on there.
And that's the cool thing about, you know what I'm saying, media, dog. Like once you can get people's attention and you got it, you know what I'm saying, it really ain't no stopping you until you stop yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no stopping it. And man, I like using the term ruffling feathers right now. You know what I'm saying? Because what he's doing, man, is in order to get somebody's attention, man, you got to kind of poke at him and mess with him a little bit. Not all the time, you know what I'm saying? But when trying to wake people up, you know what I'm saying, or just enlighten others or educate somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes the information always isn't going to be absorbed or ingested the way you want it to be. But you know what I'm saying? But you got to give it to them at least enough for somebody to go and do some research and start looking up what you're talking about.
Right. So they've been going on Kanye. They've been getting that Kyrie. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Kyrie, you know, stood up and said what he had to say. But just like you said, getting on your point, you know, yeah, it's a way you got to do stuff. But they kind of really bringing up like the fact that that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to walk light. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That like that's the unspoken thing, really, that they saying as, you know, especially as black men, and so, you know what I'm saying, in America, though, you can't, they just exposing, like, you can't,
Man, they just
can't get out there, you can't say whatever you want. They telling us we got freedom of speech,
but it's about how free is your speech, and where do you draw the line of the things that you say you can and cannot say, even when you stand in and we know what's going on with Ye, you know what I'm saying, and it's almost bullying at this point, you know what I'm saying, what they're doing with Kyrie, you know what I'm saying. How free is your speech, man? They're showing us, man. It's another group of people, man, who really got power and got way more control than we thought.
Right, and Kanye, he speaking up, and really, them people, they love Kanye. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Cause what he's saying, nobody else, I don't think, could really even do that. They would have got demolished. You know what I'm saying? Everybody really love Kanye. White people, everybody, they kids and everybody love Kanye. That's why I love that he got to this point and then said something. You know what I mean? After, you know, all this time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he said, like, y'all love me. You know what I'm saying? I done got to this point, and y'all, you can't deny it. You know what I mean? I'm in your homes, your family. Everybody loves the art and everything that I produce.
Absolutely.
And now when I'm standing up and speaking, you know what I mean?
I'm
my
sharing.
mind.
Absolutely.
You know.
Nah, I'm wrong.
Right. Now you chastise me. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, Kanye, you can't say that.
Right. And you know they really like Kanye, so they not even really. Don't get me wrong. They doing the usual, you know, tactics.
Absolutely.
For people that speak up, but you know, they still kind of letting Kanye rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, and it to an extent. I mean, like Ye's rocking, but then, I was getting that when it came to Kyrie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get at one point they were like, all right, well, we're gonna suspend you. I don't even think the suspension, you know what I'm saying, was actually warranted or needed, unless somebody else from one of these groups are like, hey, I don't want him to play anymore. Yeah. And then to even go further than that, to actually now it comes out that he's been Nike suspended him. You know what I'm saying? An endorsement he has, you know what I'm saying, with his shoes and holding off the launch of the Kyrie 8. After you just see Kanye get dropped from Adidas and Banks pulling out and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like now, not only do they want you to come out and apologize publicly, but they also want to get in your pocket and take from you and penalize you that way. You know what I'm saying? For something that you said. Not something that you did to anybody, but something that you said.
Right.
Or just expressing your point of view.
Right. They somewhat buoying him. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like the way they doing them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like okay,
that.
you tweeted. I mean, he just tweeted a post, bro. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? Like,
No, I just reposted a movie. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get paid to repost this. Nobody asked me to do it. I went home, I watched the documentary trying to educate myself, and then I shared it on my own personal platform that has nothing to do with anybody. Didn't nobody ask me to come speak nowhere. I posted this on my Twitter.
right, and it's like they would try to make you believe like him being in the NBA and being an NBA player is such a great honor, and he needs to reverence this and be more. But then
Be more appreciative, you know what I'm saying, and your opportunity, because it could be, and I understand all of that, because it could be 1,000,001 people, but
Right,
it
but
looks
if
like they're cracking a real modern day whip on them, like you can't do that, nigga.
right, how privileged is it to be that when you can, you know what I'm saying,
When
when
you can't even
talk, you can't even
absolutely. You can't enjoy the fruits of the labor or the experiences of being at that point. Or even if you did, you know what I'm saying, you want to use your position, you know what I'm saying, with a little bit of power to influence somebody, you could do that, but you can't say that.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's making the point. I'm a regular human being too. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
Everybody, watches entertainment, shares whatever they want to share. That lets you know that there's there's clamps on them. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody was riled up by the point, with the wave coming from what Kanye was said, and then him posting that, they connecting the dots and making it something.
Absolutely. So like, oh look, you know what I'm saying? Like now they got a wave of niggas that's finna come out, you know what I'm saying, and start attacking Jews.
Right, but it's like he ain't even getting no context like that. He could have, you know what I'm saying, ain't no telling what he had when he was posting it. He could have just posted it on, or somebody else could have sent it to. He could have posted on accident. He could have, you know what I'm saying. You never know.
Absolutely.
He ain't say nothing. He just shared a post.
Hey man,
You know what I'm saying? And
y'all go watch this and then formulate your own opinion.
right, crack the whip on them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Real modern day slavery, and I said that on my Instagram earlier. Like, man, and it's crazy. I just broke this down. At some point, at some level, when it comes to certain things, it no longer becomes a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like they present it to you like you're obligated and you have to, and if you don't do it within these ramifications, you can't do it at all.
right, and it's showing, okay, they're making it seem like, the NBA, getting to the NBA is some pinnacle and they're making so much money and stuff, but obviously it's still like a job. And it's a job that has jurisdiction over you when you're not even at work.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? How many those type of jobs usually are, you in a corporate building or something and you represent the whole company, and, you say something and now your representation in the company, you can jeopardize your job. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
because we have a particular political stance, or we stand on this, or we're tied to this particular religion or group of people, and anything against that, you know what I'm saying? It goes against protocol.
Right, but if that was the case, I feel like Amazon would be the one that would be responsible. You know what I'm saying? Because they're carrying that material on their platform. You know what I'm saying? If it was another way, if Kyrie owned a company, and you know what I'm saying, and his company provided that, you know what I'm saying, documentary through the company, you know what I'm saying, then I maybe would see, you know what I'm saying, how they could come up with, yeah, okay, you supporting this.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they not bringing up Jeff Bezos in the press conference. You understand what I'm saying? It's his company that is the provider of the documentary. All he did was share it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
and then they came back. They basically made him go on a damn tour in an apology to trying to get him to apologize, bro.
Right.
And that just kind of not really boggled my mind like it's like I ain't believe it, but it's just like, damn, they really doing
apologize to them. Apologize
2022, they really doing them like that. You know what I'm saying?
They put
bullying him really.
They put you in front of the people who actually spend all of the money with these companies, and they want you to apologize to their face.
Right, you had the people show up at the game. You seen them when they had the hoodies on.
Yeah, the T-shirts like a whole family. They took the whole row.
Right, and they was really flexing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, that was the entire flex. But then this is what was funny to me. So we can't say anything that may be referenced to as anti-Semitic, but this same group of people can put on a shirt and go rally and reverse hate talk in the same manner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, don't say anything about the Jews. Don't say nothing about white people. But you can nigga and shoot the next man and never lose an endorsement.
Right. You could literally be in another industry and completely denigrate. You know what I'm saying? Downgrade a whole
another race of people. As long as it ain't the people cutting your check.
You know what I'm saying? And even what Ye was bringing out, he pretty, it's kind of the same people that's in the charge of the checks in the different industries. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like,
it's the same group of people.
It's not not true. You know what I mean? It's just like if you go somewhere in China and you got different companies that produce the products that's out here and stuff.
Right.
It's Chinese people. You know what I'm saying? That's the head of the company. So that's
can't say nothing against the Chinese. You better not go in there and say you hate shrimp fried rice, niggas. Show ass.
Right, but our people would never stand up and say they don't like Chinese people because we don't have an interaction with them that we feel like they're what's the word, exploiting us in a sense, even though everybody does in a certain way.
Absolutely.
The Chinese store not gonna not let you come in because you said something about Chinese people. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna take your money regardless.
Absolutely. Man, the Big Three, has a partnership with China. There's a whole Big Three league, you know what I'm saying, overseas.
Yeah, and Cube, he another one that, like you were saying, that stood up
absolutely
in the past, to call out what he felt like was injustices at the time, and
when he did it on his own, Cube Vision.
Right, and now when all this, full circle, when it come back around, in this time, Cube like, shit, I ain't, cause you gotta pick your battles, you know what I mean? Right. Even as just one individual, it's like you gotta pick your battles because you battling a whole system and your people are the ones that are downtrodden. So they can't, everybody's not gonna necessarily be in a position where they can stand up and say something.
Absolutely.
Because their livelihoods are being affected on different levels, every level. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cube can stand up and say something and try to defend what's going on now, but he didn't already use his cards. He didn't already shoot his cards like 2-3 times. I'm out of like he did it, and then it's like sometimes you stand up and then you see like, damn, ain't nobody else really stand up with me. I guess I'll just fall back and
give me a call, man. I give you the blueprint, you know what I'm saying, how to work it out, you know what I'm saying, but I can't show my face in this battle no more. I'm out of here.
Right. I don't, you know what I'm saying, I can only battle when I'm prepared, you know what I'm saying? Right. I can't jump on every battleship.
Yeah.
Cause shit, they coming through sinking everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
They come through sinking everything.
And man, look, and Cube got way too much in hand, you know what I'm saying? Too many people's lives, you know what I'm saying? Too many checks he write, you know what I'm saying? To just be like, hey, man, I'll go do that with you again and then lose my bank account. No, sir. No, sir.
Right, because what Kanye was saying and stuff, we have people in the community, we have people in the grassroots that's been on that wave and continue to stand up for, that every day, in the public eye. The thing about Kanye, he rode the train to his riches and stuff like that, and now he's perturbed with whatever's going on, and he just blowing up the whole ship, which I'm pretty sure many of our people could do. You understand what I'm saying? But
Absolutely.
it's just the choice. You know what I mean? Do I want to? I work to get to this position. I could blow up the spot,
man. And I think of all things, man, and I believe that's one of the points that Ye was really trying to express the most. That we have the choice, man. We have the choice. And then Sway did. I guess he did have the answers, man. Dude,
Sway ain't never mess up his platforms. Hey
man, take the money and do it yourself. Like, hey, I see, man, you might be right. Or at the time, he probably didn't have the money to go and do it or the resources, but now he does. And like, now I don't need you guys anymore. You know what I'm saying? I can do this on my own. You know what I'm saying? And
that would be a much harder path.
Yeah, man, it is gonna be harder, but it's not undoable. Now, you know what I'm saying? What you do, just like these other groups of people, you go and get partners that look like you. You know what I'm saying, who have the right representation, you know what I'm saying, and with the proper amount of finances and resources, and come together and do it.
Right, because I think the argument like Kanye would like to make, or Ye would like to make, is saying if you want to get to a certain level, you got to go through, who's already established,
Absolutely.
Know what I'm saying, in those areas. But like you were saying, if you gotten to a certain point and you come together with your people, you can make we might not necessarily need to even be on the, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to, we don't need a Balenciaga.
And I said this before, you know what I'm saying?
If we create it, then it's gonna be bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Manyatis.
Hey, shout out Manyatis,
hey,
man.
matter of fact, if P ain't even made the call, Joe, hey, look.
Yeah, come on, man. I ain't even seen Rome. I ain't even seen Rome in the Yachties yet, man. Come on.
Man, look, I see everybody I got the hookup too had them on.
Hey, but see, that's the thing about our people. See, we gotta come together, because you have somebody like Master P who got the business mind to have a product, but he might not have the Ye mind
to design
right,
the right shoe.
You know what I'm saying?
And then boom, and then there it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, and we gonna go back to the early 2000s. Everybody had a pair of Fat Forms.
For sure.
Everybody had a pair of Fat Forms. You know what I'm saying? They went but some shell toe Adidas with a P on it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has some Sean Carters. All you niggas rock the game shoes. And if you in your 30s, nigga, your daddy had some Birdmans and some Lugs.
Oh man, I had some Lugs.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying, nigga? We came up in that FUBU era, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you had a pair of FUBUs.
I had FUBU era jerseys. What you talking
Jersey,
about?
pants, shoes,
Fat Alberts,
the platinum edition. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, man. Muhammad Ali, everything's coming.
And then, but with that being said, it's not like we can't do it. You know what I'm saying? We just have to do better with working with each other. You know what I'm saying? And if ain't nobody on Instagram preach it the most, man, P always preach, you know what I'm saying, product. Put your money in your product. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, I'm a DM you tomorrow, Pete. You know what I'm saying? Man, you, Yeezy, myself, you know what I'm saying? I don't already holler that wrong, you know what I'm saying, about being a shoe designer and creator, man. But we have too many people within our community that paint shoes, repaint shoes, resell shoes, the cool guys. You know what I'm saying? We have everything we need to create our own and rebrand our own without whatever this white man had before we discovered it. When really we could, instead of discovering they shit, recreate our own shit.
Right, and I don't want to act like we just came up with this idea before, because I know. Throughout history, we've been talking
this
about the same thing.
This conversation has been had over and over and over.
Our enemies within, within the society. That's the only way I can express it, because when we got to certain points, we got sabotaged, and at every turn.
Every turn, yeah. No, there's
which is understandable, because
that house niggas always gonna show up.
Which is understandable, because you got other groups of people who's buying, trying to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Get in that position.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to try to work with your people when all your people is in a certain position You know what I'm saying? It's like it's hard. It's hard to come together when you worried about day-to-day life because
Yeah.
the generations before wasn't able to do it because of, you know what I'm saying, what we see now, what we be going through.
And then what I'm saying, like, I'm not asking the everyday common man, you know what I'm saying, to throw their bread in the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all niggas.
Man, we're consumers. We're consumers. We're consumers. We're consumers. We're the greatest consumer on this fucking country, in this country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, all of the influencers and the people that spend the majority on millions and dollars, $100,000 on designer, spending with these other brands. You know, if you took that the money that you would spend with your designer, the athlete, the artist, the actor, and the doctor, whomever, put your bread together with with a like-minded associate, you know what I'm saying, or somebody who met at the round table with some business, and create that product. Just refine the Nike. Oh, so this is what I'm trying to say. The Nike factory is in Oregon, right? You know what I'm saying? If you go down to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, there's a gang of rappers who have acres on acres on acres of land. It's artists in Houston who have acres on acres and acres of land. And now, if, of course, you know what I'm saying, you can't move your property to another property, but if you have enough space, you know what I'm saying, and you funnel the money together and agreed, you know what I'm saying, you can recreate those same factories right here. And then not only while doing that, you know what I'm saying, of course, you know what I'm saying, it's going to cost money, but you know what I'm saying, on the back end, you're going to make it, but then you also create jobs for those same people, you know what I'm saying, in your community who don't have jobs, is going to spend their money on your product anyway.
Right. Yep, that's a hard, you know what I'm saying, I get it, and I feel like our people have always been on that, but when you have opposition, you know, that's very cunning, you know, because think of if you're in a position where you're already, you know what I'm saying, got the money and stuff, it'd be so easy to be able to manipulate, a lower class of people by just, you know, already being in that position, because you can see the most talented people and just pull them out. And, you know what I'm saying, just like the sports, you know what I'm saying, getting back to NBA, NFL and stuff. You give the young black kids an incentive to, you know, go to the NBA and NFL and stuff through, you know, giving them so much money and stuff once they get to that position. So it's like, of course, they going to strive to be that instead. You know, because it's like Kyrie in his position, you know, he could get to the millions and speak out, but it's like he got a job. No matter how much, you know what I'm saying, no matter how much millions he get, it's like you still got a job at the end of the day, and they could just let you go. You know what I'm saying?
And Kyrie uses his freedom of choice, you know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all niggas, I ain't hooping.
Right, and then comes the other problem in the play that he trying to bring up. You mess around, you know, you got a certain group of people over multiple industries. Right?
Fuck it with my money, nigga.
That's conducive to you living. You know, not only you may lose your job in the NBA, say, you know, Kyrie, like, at the NBA, he leave. He got some millions. Well, he get like $43 million a year or something. Like God dang. But you know what I'm saying? What if he like, nigga, you gotta play. What if he like F the NBA? You know what I'm saying? He can live off that for the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
Truly. You know what I'm saying? But
they pull a Deshaun Watson.
But if you got a group of people that's, you know, they also tied in with the bank. You know what I'm saying? They also tied in with the woot. You know what I'm saying? That's when it you know.
If your last name is Roethlisberger, you can get away with it.
The Pittsburgh, anyway. Yeah. The Pittsburgh Steelers for real. You know
Fact, no bullshit.
But
Pittsburgh Predators.
But yeah, man. But Kyrie, they pretty much, like, they sent him on a tour, apology tour, and then I mean, I don't, man. That's just so much. Me watching it is kind of like, it's cringy to me. You know what I mean? Imagine just being a player and you have to go, you know, in a press conference and answer these questions. Even though Kyrie's a smart person, so he already knew when he was putting that up. You know what I'm saying? When he was putting that up, he already knew he was gonna get backlash. Even though we're coming in and we're coming with a point like he shouldn't even have to. What is up? You know, that's
absolutely.
we know in the back of our mind, and that's the points that
That they're making.
Stephen. That's the points that not Stephen A. Stephen A. was in the middle, but I'm saying Shannon Sharp and Charles. That's the point they coming up, because that's the way niggas gotta think. You know what I'm saying? In the position that they in, like, like I said, when Kyrie was putting up the post, he probably knew in the back of his, not even back of mind, he knew he was gonna get backlash for it.
They most definitely gonna come and see me about this.
But that's the thing that probably made him want to do it anyway, because it's like once you get to a certain point where it's like you don't care, you wanna stand up as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like right. I'm gonna call out this hypocrisy.
Man, I already do so much for the people, you know what I'm saying, and they owe me y'all owe me behind this, a post. You know what I'm saying? I could give all my money away, but but you bet not. You bet not, nigga. You bet not.
They already been on his head though after the vaccine and all that anyway. They already been on his head.
But then again, like that's and then like Stephen A. was saying, like, oh, even if you feel like you're enlightened and you may know more than the next man, you still can't go and flex your intelligence on these people.
Man, Stephen A., all niggas with jobs, you know what I'm saying, they gonna be on the same type of wave.
Because they them are the people
lose
they
that
money, man. These are the niggas that, man, look.
And they ain't getting no check like Kyrie. They in the middle somewhere. They ain't.
And then can we get a fact check on this? During the Holocaust, there was a group of brothers, you know what I'm saying, who started the banking system. You know what I'm saying? And I want to believe that they're Jewish.
You saying some Jewish people that started a bank?
Yeah.
Let's see. Swiss banks.
There's like four brothers. I think it's like the Rothschilds or something like that.
You probably talking about the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rothschilds are, you know what I'm saying, the brothers that had their family own the bank. European banking dynasty.
Dating back to the house of the late 18th century.
The Rothschilds family. And the London banking house continued under management of Lionel Rothschild and his brother Anthony Rothschild, and then to Sir Evelyn Rothschild
and his brother Anthony.
British properties. Let's see, companies owned by Rothschild.
1887 and 1961.
Rothschild's Investment Corp. Its top holdings are Apple Inc., Chevron Corporation, Berkshire Hathaway. Mm. I didn't know they was top Apple shareholders. Makes sense.
Doing a little quick history lesson real quick.
But so okay, Rothschild's family, Amschel, Nathan, Jacob, Solomon, Carl, the founders of Rothschild's Consortium. But yeah, it sounds like they got a lot of shit.
So basically, you know what I'm saying, for anybody who's never heard of this family or the brothers in the banking system, and they're dated back to handling money and running money across the world for shit centuries, my nigga, centuries. We're in the 20th century, and they've had it since the 18th.
They had it since the 18th century.
Since the late 18th century. You know what I'm saying? And I bring that up because a lot of people don't understand how not even the magnitude of how much money they own or what they own, but their level and position of power. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it goes back to like that old term, you never bite the hand that feeds you, right? And ultimately, if you want to go to the bank, you want to go get a loan, you want to make a withdrawal, even if it's your money, you know what I'm saying, you still can't go into the bank and tell the niggas like, fuck you, nigga, give me my money, because they're going to ask you for some identification. You know what, sir?
You can't even get your money.
Hey, you know what, sir? I don't like the way, you don't like your attitude. I don't like the way you're coming at me. You have to come back another day.
Yeah, man. You got to make your own money.
Man.
So what they made Kyrie come back. This was like yesterday.
Man,
After they said they was gonna suspend him, so he went. So Kyrie went to, he had a couple press conferences. They was bothering after games and stuff, asking him about that. Then they suspended him 5 games.
right. And they fined him, I think, $50,000, $500,000.
He gave $500,000 to whatever organization and issued an apology.
You issued an apology, said, to all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected from my post. I am deeply sorry and have caused you pain, and I apologize. I initially reacted out of emotion to being unjustly labeled anti-Semitic instead of focusing on the healing process of my Jewish brothers and sisters that were hurt from the hateful remarks made in the documentary. I want to clarify any confusion on where I stand fighting against anti-Semitism by apologizing for posting the documentary without context and factual explanation outlining the specific beliefs in the documentary I agreed with and disagreed with. I had no intentions to disrespect any Jewish cultural history regarding the Holocaust or perpetuate any hate. Thank you. I am learning from this unfortunate event and hope we can find understanding between us all. I am no different from any other human being. I am a seeker of truth and knowledge. I know who I am. Period.
Man. I mean, it don't really sound like a apology because they still on his head. You know what I'm saying? Because they basically like, well, you didn't say he ain't just say he's sorry. Like that's what I seen him keep saying. Like, cause he say he's sorry for what he caused or whatever. They arguing him like he that girl or something. You know what I'm saying? He be like,
well, I thank the Brooklyn X organization who did a great job of digesting this man's thoughts, you know what I'm saying, and formulating it in words to where it could be understood. And ultimately, now, I apologize if I posted this movie and it bothered you or offended you. I basically just watched it to go get a better understanding of who we are as a people. I agree with and I disagree with some of the things that were in it. So if I felt like if I was labeled that I am a Jew basher or I hate you, I don't. I love you. I'm just like y'all, and I'm just further seeking knowledge so I can know who I am, and I know who I am. Period.
Right, he said that on his IG. They issued a statement.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they was talking about not letting them play. You know what I'm saying? Because they suspended them 5 games, no pay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, man.
So they were probably like, hey, until you say something, you can't come back type stuff. So he was like, let me just, you know what I'm saying, go back to work. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
man, look,
just go ahead and do it.
Run away,
but,
so hey, I'm going to come back. I'm going to put these chains on and yes, I'm out.
Right, but what's done is done. The seed is dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all know where I really stand.
The seed is dropped. Kyrie ain't never really backed down from what he was saying.
Nah.
You know, now he's just going back to work. He
doing the Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Kanye, he not. You know what I'm saying? He don't got no job to go to, so he just talking. They can't stop. You know he's just talking. He on the street talking. You know, and everybody love hearing him talk too.
He's doing the Charleston White thing. You know what I'm saying? Now you just got to pay me for me to come and talk on your platform.
Right. He out here campaigning, really.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear what Kanye got to say? Well, pay me something.
Man, if Donald Trump put Ye as his vice president, man,
I'm voting for him.
It'd be over.
I'm voting for him.
You see the real, you know what I'm saying?
I'm voting for him.
You see the real come out. Man.
Y'all heard it right now, man. I'm straight to the polls.
Man, Trump, please make Ye
vice president. Man, like Larry Hoover say, man, I'm straight to the polls. I'm straight to the polls.
Man. But nah, man, Trump wouldn't do that because, you know, he tied in with that money, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't finna mess with that money.
Nah, he ain't gonna mess up the money.
You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. That's what you need to campaign.
Trump gonna come out and say, man, what my dear brother Kanye was trying to say is that we're just trying to make America great again.
Because Ye's talking point is a talking point that, you know, the far right or whatever, what have you, is there. You know what I'm saying? Talking point that they love. You know what I'm saying? This subject that Kanye, even though Ye's not bringing it up for what they talking about.
Facts.
He's him and Kyrie is talking about they identity and them who they are as a people. You know what I mean? And fighting for, you know, the truth and the knowledge of who they are.
Facts.
But he just happened to, you know, use you know what I'm saying, the people as, you know what I'm saying, his example.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like them people that follow Trump and stuff, that's what they be on though. So I know he even got that crowd behind him.
You know,
They've been running America since the beginning.
I called Kanye West. I'm a really good friend of Kanye West. You know, I can just call Kanye West
really
whenever.
good friend of Kanye's.
And and I want to say this about Kanye. Kanye knows who he is, and he loves his people. And I know the people love Kanye. And I think we should just give him a second chance.
We're gonna give him a second. This is what we're gonna do with Kanye. We're gonna give him a second chance.
I'm gonna take him to my bank.
Look,
But that where we all should be banking.
Have my own
greatest
bank.
bank of America. He's gonna come bank with Trump, bring him money to Trump Towers, and we're gonna make everything okay. We're gonna make it great again.
Okay. Let me tell you.
We're gonna make it great again.
Let me tell you about my friend Kanye.
Man,
He came to me in my office.
I got a brand new pair of Yeezys. They're very comfortable. I didn't know that they were that comfortable. Did you know that they were that comfortable?
Kanye, we're gonna have you in True Social. We're gonna come in. We're gonna put the Yeezys on. We're gonna
walk around the Oval Office and get our exercise in the Yeezys. The 350 boost. Is that what it is? The 375 boost. The boost. Can we get the order boost? We're gonna boost you up right now. We're gonna boost everybody. We're gonna boost the economy. Okay.
Kyrie, you asked me about Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Kyrie, I don't know what's wrong with Kyrie. His people, he's standing up for his people.
Can we get Nike on the phone?
He's a very good basketball player.
Man, and my son loves playing in the Kyries, and I want him to get the new Kyries, the Kyrie 8s. Yes, we're gonna release those. We're gonna call Nike and we're gonna get those out.
Kyrie, let me give you some advice. Kyrie,
first thing in the morning.
Kyrie, go ahead, pick up the basketball and go play. Kyrie, let me give you some advice.
I love watching all of his games.
Hey, man.
That's some cold shit, y'all. That's some cold shit.
Ain't nobody say nothing about the word nigga going up 500% on Twitter. Hey, Twitter is finna crumble, and Twitter is like the wild, wild west, bro. Like I can't even get on Twitter no more. I don't even know if you mess with Twitter or anybody.
I never really got it. I never got into it, but they say, man, Twitter's off the hook right now.
Man,
dog.
yeah, I always been on Twitter ever since it first came about. I was in school in San Antonio. I was in college, you know what I'm saying, in my speech classes. And she was talking, and they was talking about Twitter and when it was coming, you know what I'm saying,
right,
coming to fruition or whatever. And I mess with Twitter because you get information quick. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's words.
Right.
So, and information and news stories and everything, like you get it quick. But you can pretty much put whatever you want on Twitter. See, that was a thing that, they was going back and forth a lot, they kicked Trump off and all that, and people was getting on because it's supposed to be free speech on Twitter. You're supposed to be able to, say what you want type, and that's why Elon had came and supposedly, bought it and let Trump back on, let Ye back. Ye been on there. Ye been on there going in. Let Ye back on there. But Twitter just crazy now, bro. It's really just porn, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, Twitter is just, like...
I ain't gonna lie. That's Instagram, too. You know what I'm saying?
Instagram don't have the porn. Like, Twitter, I'm talking about, like, got the straight porn. You can't put that on Instagram.
The hell if you can't.
You can't. I'm telling you. Get on Twitter. I'm telling you. It's not...
I heard Twitter. I know Twitter's jumping.
It's not Instagram.
I know Twitter's jumping, but...
They got guidelines, so you can't really, you know what I'm saying, you'll get kicked off. But Twitter, you can put the debauchery on there. It's hard to get on there now because your algorithm be straight porn. You get on there now, you click on one thing. Now when you log on, you know what I'm saying, that just pop up. You like, God damn. I was trying to check, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to see what Kyrie was saying now.
And then you got the Vivid TV feed.
Right. Now I got to look around and still I'm on my phone. God dang. But yeah, man.
You can say Twitter to turn it to XNXX. Well, y'all niggas out of line.
Twitter they gone too far with Twitter, man. But
Twitter /Bang Bros.
Man, I'm telling you, like don't even get on there. It's gonna make you lose hope in the women and stuff. They on there selling it, man. They on there. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you can't last 30 seconds playing this game.
Man, like it make it be like hard to even be like, man. The regular girls be, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know this girl. She might be on the internet busting it open, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, you know, you never know now.
Facts.
She thinking she a nice girl.
Man, my kids can't get their, you know what I'm saying, no phones until they go to college. I don't care.
Man, look, this new generation, like I was having a conversation the other day, like
better go find you a landline.
the young kids now, like the kids our generation having and stuff, I feel like they're gonna be the ones that turn to, complete the change. You know what I'm saying? It's our generation that's standing up and talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And standing firm, and then
our
our kids are gonna be the ones that change the world, because they not gonna have no filter with it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And
that I agree with.
And as far as you know, being exposed to stuff, I don't even think you can stop it, bro. Like, how do you, like, now the kids are more intuitive now. Like, they already know how to use the phone and the computer and stuff when they babies already. When
Absolutely. It's a part of their curriculum. You know what I'm saying? They get laptops in school. I wish somebody gave me a laptop when I went to school. It was everything to go to the computer lab day.
Right, the computer used to be like, that was fun, right? That was a thing. Like, we go to the computer
sacred.
lab.
You know what I'm saying? That's sacred. You know what I'm saying? You only get this like once every other week. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go to the computer lab for real.
Right, go to the computer lab, go straight trying to
hurry log in. You trying to get as much time on them motherfuckers as you can.
Yeah, I'm going straight trying to look up dirty videos, music. Man, you used to have to just go to the. I don't want to sound old, but you used to have to just go to the straight to the website.
Facts.
Straight websites.
Yeah, type in the IP address in. You know what I'm saying?
HTTPS www.
Man, wasn't no search bar. Then you had to get the web address for somebody, and it had to be perfect.
But that's why I feel like we gonna move to a certain direction, because we was around before the internet. Now, like, the kids now, they probably looking at the internet like it's everything, because they grew up. They was born internet, raised.
Yep.
Us,
everything is internet. Everything is outside. It's on the computer.
We seen how the internet came in, how the world changed, how people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's gonna go full circle, because it's like, the same stuff we had. I feel like we already had it anyway. Like, we got certain stuff that we use now, which is the same how when we started, we had AOL, Instant Messenger, and shit like that. We had
it wasn't as advanced as it is now.
Yeah, like, we had chat rooms and stuff like that, which is the same thing as like Clubhouse and stuff like that. That's the party line.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's the party line. You remember the party line? You just call up and just, you know what I'm saying, see who up in the party line, and everybody just talk on there.
Chat, just running it up, making conversation.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm glad our people standing up, for the free speech and whoop. I'm curious to see, what's gonna happen, because the thing about it is, we stand up for what we believe injustice against us, but we're still all kind of separated in our own.
When it comes to togetherness,
right?
That unity aspect,
and that's what stops the movements, because even though Ye's standing up, against the people, he still had things leading up to that.
And you got a lot of people that's hollering, "Nah, I ain't fucking with that."
That his own people was looking at sideways, like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you riding with us, type of stuff.
Absolutely.
And then when it comes to your own, what is it? Your own, not benefits, but your own, what's the word? Things that benefit you, your own agenda and whatnot. Then you're standing up and trying to rally. Like, where my people at? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stand up for these injustices. I was like, man.
Stand by yourself in that corner. You better get the hell away from me.
These people stopping me from getting more money. We need to stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Yeah, I'm fucking with you, but at the same time,
it's too many of us over here standing in the corner talking about, man, that nigga's crazy.
Yeah, you weren't saying that on the you know what I'm saying, on the come up.
Right.
When you was using the vehicle to, get to where you was at. So,
but I always say this, man. Experience is the best teacher, though. So sometimes, man, you got to ride the wave to get there, to see what's really, really going on at the top level. You know what I'm saying? That's with any job. You know what I'm saying? When you first start, I was like, oh man, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. But the higher you go and you get it, you see how shit is ran and how it trickles down. Like, oh, that's why they mad, because we gotta do this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third. Then you go one step higher than that. Was like, I'm doing this, like I'm dictating and I'm running it like this, this, and this, and this, and this. And you can either get on the ship or get the hell out of it.
All right. You know what I mean? So, what did Kyrie actually say? Let's see. Fuck out right here.
bar, typed in Yahweh, that came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night. In terms of the backlash or what people call it, we're in 2022. History is not supposed to be hidden from anybody. And I'm not a divisive person when it comes to religion. I embrace all walks of life. You see it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions. And
Absolutely.
my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is and what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also
Right, because
belonging to
Israel
people.
is in Africa.
Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations and it's a big no-no. I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way. Excuse me, I grew up in a melting pot, and I say a melting pot of all races, white, black, red, yellow, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and you can see the way I live my life now. I'm not here to be divisive, so they could push their agenda. I don't want to say they.
Right, he basically saying I ain't have a choice to what I believe and stuff. Everybody around me telling me
have a level of influence on my community.
What I am.
What I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, it obviously wasn't meant for them.
He kept dropping that mic. That's why I guess he be like,
I want to
And I put my Jesus in Nazareth hoodie back on.
I don't expect understanding
Black Jesus
from a media conglomerate group that sincerely talks about the game of basketball, and then we bring up religion as if it's
Man, I was thinking about something on the way here.
For people to bring it up. So please just be direct with your question, so we can move on from this, and I could talk about the game and go home tomorrow.
No, Kyrie, we was sent here so we could
say the motherfucker killed Jesus because he went around there fucking with them Jews about their money.
This was what you shared was not something that you've even watched. This was you did watch it, or either watch it or read it.
I know he ain't watch it. Do ask him a question.
You said it was live.
Good and bad about the truth of our world.
So then do you, I guess, understand or not understand those that might imply that that work had anti-Semitic leanings in it? I only ask this because the tweet is still up there, so we're
in 2022. It's on Amazon, a public platform. Whether you want to go watch it or not is up to you. There's things being posted every day. I am no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this
that's a
powerful
buzzword.
I have over top of the adultery of you cannot post that. Why not? Why not? I don't hear an uproar on that. I'm not here to be divisive on what's going on.
Yeah, they bleeped out. I forgot what they said. He said something about
comparing white to black. I'm not doing that.
Negro, niggas. He said something. I can't remember.
I can say nigga. I can't say fuck that white man.
Who are the chosen people of God? And I'm not here to argue over a person or a culture or religion on what they believe. No, this is what is here. It's on a public platform. Did I do anything illegal? Okay.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos, he need to have a...
Did I hurt anybody? Did I harm anybody? Am I going out and saying that I hate one specific group of people? So out of all the judgment that people got from me posting, I just, without talking to me, and then I respect what Joe said, but there has a lot to do with the not ego or pride of how proud I am to be an African heritage, but also to be living as a free black man here in America, knowing the historical complexities for me to get here. So I'm not going to stand down on anything that I believe in. I'm only going to get stronger because I'm not alone. I have a whole army around me.
Right. Kanye young. He on the internet. He know, you know what I'm saying? He know he ain't alone in his,
that Alex Jones said.
His understanding.
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I'm just there to post, and it's funny, and it's actually hilarious because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
And to follow up on the
Kyrie remind me of Rob. I feel like that's what Rob would be on the platform like that. Like, yeah. That's what I believe.
It's what I believe. It's what I stand on. I'm not gonna stand on anything that I believe in. I know who I am, and it is what it is.
All right, man. And like I said, he ain't say nothing wrong, of course, but he had to go through the whole.
Yeah, they do the song and dance, man. They make you do it.
And but like I was saying, man, like from all sides, it's like they put our people in, they polarize us, they put us in all forms of entertainment and use our image and everything to how they see fit. So, you know, us standing up, the entertainers and stuff standing up in the forefront, they can, like I said, manipulate whatever they want because we're not the ones that's in control of how our image looks.
Absolutely, absolutely, we do not push the button.
They can push our image in this negative type of way and make us not make it to where they don't have to act like they take it serious, because on one hand, you know, you have our people standing up for injustice, but then within our own communities, you know, they'll highlight the bad things that happen in our communities and make it seem like, you know, that's a large part of, you know, us. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, how you gonna stand up for this when you got your people? So that's how they kind of keep us, you know, in that loop.
Loop and divided in a state of argument and confusion.
Right. Speaking of, you know, R.I.P. the boy Takeoff, man. I guess we'll get into it. You know, we in the H, you know what I'm saying? Super hot in the H lately from the past. Man, I mean, at least over this past year, so it's been real hot.
I ain't even finna dive, you know what I'm saying, too deep into that. One, you know what I'm saying, because, again, it's just a bad look on the city. Yeah. And of all amigos, you know what I'm saying, Takeoff, you know what I'm saying, really was my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I was jamming, you know what I'm saying, that last Cadet on the way up here. You know what I'm saying? Like my personal favorite album, you know. But nah, man, sometimes, man, we have to be held accountable, you know what I'm saying, with the company we keep. And I don't want to disrespect nobody. I don't want to point no fingers. And I don't know all that went down. I seen Jay, you know what I'm saying, he issued his statement, you know what I'm saying, regarding the situation. You know that's top dog in the city, and anytime if you holler, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know he got you, especially if you're part of the family. And it's man, that shit's super unfortunate. It's hella fucking unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I love shooting dice, man, but like, man, like I gamble. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas out here that gamble all over the world that gamble. I done gambled in a gang of places. You know what I'm saying? And real niggas know, you know what I'm saying, them type of situations can always go bad. 9 times out of, you know what I'm saying, 8 times out of 10, they normally go bad. You know what I'm saying? The 2% when they go good, and you know what I'm saying, you hit your lick and you make it home, man, beautiful thing. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people out here who witnessed a game of some shiesty ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So we know what we know. You know what I'm saying? They in town, they functioning, they with the fam.
Man, I was on everything, man. I ain't gonna lie. I did all the investigation. I've been on everything.
I don't want to speak on the situation because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I just say, man, like, man, and I keep that shit simple, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Sometimes you just have to be, you know what I'm saying, the people around you have to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? When you in certain situations, you dealing with certain people, and when shit start going left and going live, man, you just gotta have the sense, man, to get the hell up out the way.
Man, you can't get the hell up out the way. You need to get the hell away from all those type of situations in general. And I'm not gonna speak on something I want there. It's videos showing everything. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. So it's not even like people talking on
it's open discussion, man.
Right,
they put it out there.
And it wasn't over the dice. There's particular thing because they was outside and stuff already. You know what I mean? So when they showed the one video where Quavo and Old Buddy was going back and forth.
But man, nah, bro. Man, that shit's just it's a bad light on the city, man. It's a bad light on the city right now. You know, and then it's always unfortunate when when anybody passes, any type of artist, anybody, dog. It's just really extremely fucked up. You know what I'm saying? When it's one of those guys that you know what I'm saying, like that don't be in the forefront, that don't do the most. They just in the background. You know what I'm saying? Just living. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoying the fruits of their labor. And then this kind of shit happened, dog. And then like even you seen like Dion. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, like, when we get to Houston, you know what I'm saying, y'all niggas cannot leave the hotel until I say otherwise. Man, it's fucked up, bro. That shit just real fucked up. It's a real fucked up situation. Ain't no other way around it.
Yeah. We done went about an hour, but yeah, like I was saying, kind of lost my point. We had technical difficulties, man.
Yeah, we was on that, we was talking about Takeoff, you know what I'm saying, and the city is hot, you know what I'm saying, and there's that whole.
Yeah, and
But yeah, you said you did the research from your
I did the research. I was watching, cause I was up. You know what I mean? I was just at the house on my phone and whatnot. It was like 3 in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning, and then they were talking about RP Takeoff. So I was like, what? So I went and looked up the situation. And mind you, when I see these type of things happen right now, I'm not, necessarily surprised at the things that go on, because I understand that the heat of what's going on is rising up in the earth. And if you're somebody that pays attention to the signs of the times and things that are happening in the world, you're going to be somebody who looks at each situation that's going on with your life and people around you in mind.
Mm-hmm.
In the position that they're in, they kind of floating because they not really in where the average everyday person is in as far as a mindset.
Right.
You know what I mean? And especially looking at Takeoff and what I was talking to you about earlier. When I seen Takeoff a lot in like public situations and stuff like that, it seemed like he was in kind of out of their state, which he talk about in the music and stuff. He talk about, he be high and stuff like that and what. But when I would see him in like certain situations, it kind of seemed like not that he was incoherent, but like he was not all the way just aware of his surroundings. Cause like I said, he always with somebody. You know what I'm saying? He in a group. You know what I'm saying? So he always with Quavo, or he always with Quavo, Takeoff, and him. And like I said, the whole situation surrounding it. See, if it was me, I'd be like, I look at different stuff, because I'm a spiritual person, and that's why I look at everything like full circle. Like, what's going? Man, this shit ain't recording, man. Stop recording. But certain situations and things, I would look at like, man, I wouldn't even be. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be around this person, or where somebody else who's in a different state of mind, they probably might not even be thinking about that. But what happened in the situation is unfortunate, but those are the type of things that happen all the time. You know what I mean? And you got to understand that the heat on the earth is rising up. It's not a coincidence that you got on one end, Kanye, you got our people standing up and for our people and saying things that haven't been said before, and, riling up the world on one end. You got one end of our people standing up for the righteousness of our community, and then in the same breath, you see the state of our community, as we haven't been doing that for, these last generations, you know what I mean? And we see the result of that. And but all I'm going to say is, the signs of the times are on the earth, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know, and RP Takeoff. Shout out to, the H, that's not a representation of the H altogether.
At all.
Because Houston is a huge city. Anything that you want to, do, whether it's, on the positive side or other sides, you know what I mean? It's there for you.
It's here, man. It's
you
here.
Know what I'm saying?
So Houston's becoming a mecca, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just like any other place. Like if you go to New York, you go to LA, you go to Miami, and you got to be on your P's and Q's when you're in the city too, man. This city ain't no different from the next. Chicago is another one of them. man, this is a really, really big city with a lot of people, and when there's a really, really big city and a lot of people, there's also a lot of poverty. You know what I'm saying? Where there's poverty, niggas take penitentiary chances, and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Anybody could be a victim at any time, dog. So you can't be moving around like you said. The heat's rising on the earth, man. So you just can't, like, again, same thing with PNB Rock, bro. You just can't move anywhere, anyhow, some kind of way, feeling like you're untouchable. Cause God come and get you, man.
Right. It's a wake up call. You know what I'm saying? The God people, man. On all aspect, the alarms is going off. If you sleep, can't. You know what I'm saying? The alarms is going off. You know what I'm saying?
School
You gonna
days,
hit
man.
them snoozes. You know what I'm
School
saying?
days, man. And then Lawrence Fishburne in the yard ringing the bell. Wake
saying?
up, dog. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Yeah, man. But like I said, man, shout out to all them. You know, another episode, Nutty and Cash show, man. This, I guess, is going to be continued because this same subject been.
Man, it's luring, man. It's luring, and it don't think it's going nowhere no time soon. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, until the next episode. Do 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 do.